What if one selfie from Turin just shattered the internet? Carlos Alcaraz and Emma Raducanu, arm-in-arm outside a hidden jazz bar at 2 a.m., her laugh echoing louder than his US Open roar. Paparazzi bulbs pop like forehands, but they vanish inside before anyone blinks. Whispers explode, secret date. PR stunt? Or the spark that ends two lonely reigns? Smash like right now if your heart just skipped a beat. Subscribe to all sports updates and hit the bell because this 8-minute roller coaster rewinds their night from dusk till dawn, and the twist at 3 a.m. will leave you speechless. Turin's November chill bites hard as Carlos steps off the ATP Finals team bus, hoodie zipped high, cap low, but his eyes scan the piazza like he's hunting a drop shot. Emma lands from London 2 hours earlier, hoodie matching his, ponytail swinging under a beanie pulled tight. They agreed on neutral ground. No London tabloids, no Madrid glare, just one night off the clock. A blacked-out Fiat waits curbside. The driver nods once, no words. Inside, Carlos slides a handwritten note across the seat. Rule 1. No tennis talk till dessert. Emma smirks, pockets it, and the car melts into cobblestone alleys where streetlights flicker like faulty stadium floods. Their phones stay on airplane mode. The world thinks Carlos is icing his wrist in the hotel, Emma prepping for off-season drills. Wrong. They're chasing carbonara in a trattoria older than both their careers combined, red checkered tablecloth hiding knees that brush once, twice, then stay touching. The owner, Nana Rosa, refuses payment, claims she watched Carlos win Wimbledon on her tiny TV and Emma silence haters at Flushing Meadows. She slips them a bottle of Burrolo, for courage. They clink plastic cups because glass feels too formal. Outside, a busker strums Wonderwall. Carlos hums the chorus off-key. Emma harmonizes perfect pitch. A passerby films 30 seconds on TikTok. By morning it'll hit 10 million views, but tonight it's just background noise to their first shared secret. Deeper into the old town, they duck under an archway where graffiti reads, Campioni del Cuore. Emma traces the letters. Whispers something about hearts being harder to break than backhands. Carlos pulls 2 tickets from his pocket. Underground Jazz Club, unmarked door, password scrawled in biro. The bouncer stamps their wrists with tiny crowns. Inside, smoke curls like rally smoke, saxophone wails a slow blues. They claim the corner booth, velvet seats sticky with history. Carlos orders mocktails, lime and chili for him, ginger and mint for her, because hydration is religion. The band leader spots them, dedicates the next song to the kids who run faster than time. Emma's foot taps 120 BPM under the table, syncing with Carlos' thumb drumming the rim of his glass. Between sets, she teaches him British slang. He counters with Spanish curses that make her choke on ice. A photographer sneaks a flash. Carlos shields her face with his cap, ushers her out the back exit into a courtyard where fairy lights drip from lemon trees. Breath clouds mingle in the cold. He shrugs off his hoodie, drapes it over her shoulders. The fabric smells like eucalyptus and victory. She tugs the drawstring, claims it forever. Somewhere above, a church bell strikes 1, 3 hours gone, 3 million likes already brewing online from that leaked TikTok. Rain starts soft, then needles. They sprint 3 blocks to a late-night gelateria glowing neon pistachio. The owner, a retired cyclist, locks the door behind them. VIP treatment. Carlos orders stracciatella. Emma picks lemon sorbetto sharp enough to cut glass. They sit on the counter, legs dangling, spoons clacking like ball on strings. He dares her to name 5 things she hates about fame. She fires back 5 things she loves about pressure. Laughter bounces off stainless steel. A radio in the back crackles with ATP highlight reels. Carlos mutes it with a tea towel. Emma draws a tiny heart in condensation on the window, adds C+E inside. He snaps a Polaroid with an ancient camera the owner digs out, tucks it into her palm like a match point. Sirens wail somewhere, paparazzi swarm increasing. They exit through the kitchen, past towering sacks of hazelnuts, into an alley where their driver idles. But Emma pauses, pulls Carlos under a rusted awning, rain drumming their shoulders. She rises on tiptoes, plants a quick kiss on his cheek, camera ready, platonic, but the electricity could power the O2. His eyes widen like he just saved championship point. The driver honks once. They tumble inside, soaked, giggling, gelato smudged on sleeves. All sports updates dropping the hottest scoop. Did Raducanu just friendzone the world #2 or light the fuse? Midnight bleeds into the witching hour as the Fiat climbs toward the Superga hill. City lights spread below like a lit stadium. Carlos spreads a picnic blanket on the wet grass. Somehow he stashed burrata, focaccia, and sparkling water in the trunk. Emma kicks off her sneakers, curls toes in cold mud, declares it grounding. They lie back, shoulders touching, counting satellites instead of ranking points. He admits nightmares about double faults. She confesses panic attacks before finals. Vulnerability traded like forehands down the line. Then the surprise. Carlos pulls a tiny box from his sock. Inside, 2 enamel pins shaped like tiny rackets, one with C, one with D. He pins hers on the hoodie she's still wearing. So even when we're oceans apart, we're on the same string. Emma's breath catches. She pins his on his cap brim. A shooting star streaks. Both shout wishes at once, refuse to tell. Downhill, headlights swarm the jazz club they left. The chase is on. Their driver guns it, tires spitting gravel. Emma's phone, finally switched on, explodes with notifications. #Alcaraz Raducanu trends worldwide. She silences it, turns to Carlos. Let them talk. Tonight's ours. He laces fingers through hers, squeezes once. The car plunges into a tunnel, lights strobing across their faces like a hype reel. 3 a.m. hits like a tiebreak. Back at the hotel service entrance, security forms a human wall. Carlos slips the guards a wink. They part. Inside the elevator, mirrors reflect 2 kids with wet hair and shining eyes. Emma pulls the Polaroid from her pocket, flips it over. On the back, Carlos scribbled coordinates to the Gelateria and, same time next year? She nods before the question finishes. Doors ding open on the penthouse corridor. Housekeeping left warm cookies. They devour them cross-legged on the carpet, chocolate smearing chins. Then the moment that breaks the internet, Emma's agent FaceTimes, emergency meeting at 8 a.m., brand deal worth 7 figures, but it films in London tomorrow. Carlos' coach texts simultaneously, optional practice at 6 a.m., but Alcaraz Sr. wants film study. Their bubble pops. Eyes lock across cookie crumbs. He speaks first. We choose us or we choose the game? She answers by stealing the last cookie, breaking it in half, fair split. They pinky swear a pact. 1 more hour, no clocks. Lights dim to emergency strips. They curl on the couch, her head on his shoulder, his arm around her waist, Turin's heartbeat thrumming through glass. Dawn creeps pink over the Alps when the fire alarm shrieks. False drill, but staff evacuate. Carlos grabs 2 hotel robes. They join sleepy players in the lobby. Someone livestreams. The clip of them holding hands in matching robes hits morning shows before coffee brews.
Fans lose it. Remember their US Open fling? That electric partnership that lit up Arthur Ashe, laughs echoing louder than crowd roars, even in defeat to Draper Pegula. They promised fun, delivered fireworks. Now, months later, reunion confirmed. But why now? Sources whisper Alcaraz personally pushed for the mixed format, agents scrambling to pair them again. Emma's camp? Silent at first, then a cryptic Instagram post, a rock emoji, a heart. Coincidence? The timeline screams no. Rewind to post-US Open chaos. Alcaraz shuts down romance rumors hard. I'm single, focused, he tells reporters after ATP Finals, brushing off Raducanu links like loose clay. Yet here they are, voluntarily sharing a court in December glow. No Grand Slam pressure, just pure exhibition vibe, neon lights, DJ beats, fans chanting their ship name Raducanu. Insiders spill late-night texts planning strategies, but conversations veering personal. Emma opening up about injury scars, Carlos sharing family pressures in Murcia. Their chemistry? Undeniable since 2021 Wimbledon chats as teens. She watched his breakthroughs, he cheered her comeback. That mixed doubles invite from him? Not random. He asked early, she hesitated schedule, recovery but said yes with a wink. Now, wedding rumors swirl from a blurry fan pic, Emma adjusting a necklace that looks suspiciously ring-like,